What is up, you guys? It is Noelle and I'm back with another video. This is going to be the first episode of this step-by-step makeup series. So the very first thing I do, I just pick up a little bit of product and I outline the bottom of my brow. You do see me wiping it off on the side because I don't want a lot of excess lingering on my brow, because that can cause your brows to look very harsh, and I want my brows to look as natural as possible. And you do see me using the spoolie on my eyebrow brush, and I'm just doing this so I can have my brows going in the exact same direction that I'm going to apply the product, just to make the process easier. So after I get done outlining the bottom of my brow, I just repeat the same process on the top, still scraping off the excess and still following my natural brow shape. Now I'm starting the fill in process. I'm just lightly doing light strokes into my brows. I'm just following how my hair grows, and I would suggest you guys do that too, just so your brows are just flowing in the same direction, and that's gonna also help with the natural look. And I would also suggest that you use as little product as possible. For starting, I would just use whatever I have left over on my brush from doing the outline, and then if you feel like you need some more product just so the color is more prominent, then you should go in and just scrape off the excess as you did for the outline. And now I'm just using my spoolie in the front of my brow so you can get like that Instagram type of faded eyebrow look. Now I'm going in with my concealer just to outline my brows so it can give it the more crisp look. If you have your brows done, this process is going to be a lot easier. I haven't got my brows done in like 3 weeks, so I'm definitely due for getting a wax. But if you tweeze a little bit and you do maintenance at home, your eyebrows will be so much easier to do rather than having like bushy eyebrows or like the sparse hairs at the bottom. And as I did with the eyebrow pomade, I'm using as little product as possible so it makes it easier to blend out, and so it's not a harsh concealer line, because this shade is at least 2 or 3 shades lighter than I actually am. And I'm not using the flat part of the brush, I'm actually using the tip of the brush. That's why it's easier when you use a flat brush, because it's already kind of pointed. Now I'm bringing the concealer down just so it makes it easier to blend, and so it's not that harsh line up under the brow. Now I'm just going in with this e.l.f. blending brush. I've noticed that instead of using a beauty blender, the brush definitely does help, and it makes it easier, and it's better because the concealer won't push up into your brows as it would for the beauty blender, and you'll have more control when you're using a blending brush. And now you see me just going in with a little bit more product, just making it the shape that I want. I am a little OCD about my eyebrows. I do take the longest on my eyebrows just because I feel like your eyebrows make or break the makeup look. So I am just going in, as I said before, with just a little bit of product, just cleaning it up. If the concealer took away any of the eyebrow pomade, I'm just going in to fix that. So now I'm going to mix my foundation and my concealer to outline the top of my brow, just so I have a clean eyebrow at the top as well as the bottom. I use the foundation because that makes it easier for it to blend with my actual foundation once I do my full face. And I'm just repeating the same process as I did up under the brow, using as little product as possible and just following the shape that I already have. Now I'm just going in, filling in the brow and concealing it so I get the desired shape that I want. I feel like you should have a certain shape that you want for your brows, and that's what you should follow every time you do your brows, just so the process becomes easier the more and more you do it. And I did go in and I lightly used my beauty blender. It wasn't damp or anything. I just used it as it was. And I'm just blending this into my skin. So now I'm going in and I'm lightly setting my brows with this clear brow gel. I noticed that when I put this on, it does set my brows for the whole entire day. They don't move, and I do find myself wiping my face a lot, and the product does not lift at all. And the brow gel does sometimes wipe off some of the product, so you will see me go back in and clean up the arch of my brow. And as I said before, it is a gel, so you do have to let it dry for at least 5 to 10 seconds. So I did go off camera just so I can get a better view using my mirror, and I filled in my brow, and this is my finished product. I did my other brow off of camera, and I will show that now. And this concludes the very first episode of this series. The second episode will drop next Sunday, so be looking out for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post bell notifications so you don't miss my other 2 posts that are coming this week. I love you guys, and thank you so much for all of the support, and I'll see you in my next video.